On today's episode of Software Garage, I'm going to show you guys how to restore and renew your yellowed and scratched up headlights and make them look like new again. Now there's going to be a few different products that you're going to need for this video. One is you're going to need some sort of polisher, whether it's a circular or a random orbital polisher, and then we're going to need some sort of compounds that remove scratches for your paint. I'm using three different types here. The first one is more of a harder cutting compound. You have a middle grade, and then I have a final finishing grade. And then I also have a clear coat that we'll be applying at the very end to protect that plastic surface and make it last a longer period of time from degrading again. Now the first step with this process is to actually sand down the top layer of plastic on the surface. All plastic headlights have some sort of protective coating on them that gets yellowed, cloudy, oxidizes, and we need to sand that away because over time that'll actually cause your headlight performance to degrade substantially. So we're trying to bring back that clear finish so that way your headlights perform like they did from the factory. Now to do that, we're going to be wet sanding that surface with 800 grit first, and then we're going to be stepping up to 1000 grit. And to be honest, you probably could jump up to a 2000 grit as well. But since I was going to be polishing with a more of a harder compound, I went ahead and just jumped right into the polishing stage after wet sanding. Now for everyone that doesn't understand the different designations for sandpaper, think of an 800 grit as a mild type sanding, and then you have 1000 grit, which is a little bit less abrasive. 2000 is pretty much smooth as your fingers, and it gets less and less the higher the number it goes. And once you get up to about 2000 grit, the step from 2000 to a polisher is very minimal, and that's the main purpose here. You're trying to do as much work with the sandpaper before jumping to the polishing stage to get the headlights clear. Now, if you're doing this yourself, at this point you might be alarmed and scared that you've caused more problems than good, but know that this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look cloudy like this. It means that we've removed all of the yellowing, removed all of the different imperfections in that cracked clear coat that might be on your headlights, and now you should probably have taped off before, but I'm doing it now because now it's time to take the polisher and now remove all of these scratches and make the headlights look crystal clear again. Now I'm using a pretty stiff cutting pad, which is designated with the orange color, and I'm using the cutting compound from Chemical Guys, and I'm putting about 3 or 4 pea-sized drops on the pad, and then I'm going to be dabbing it onto the headlight housing so that way when you turn on the polisher it doesn't flick it everywhere. Now because you are using a smaller circular polisher, I kept the speed about 1.5 to 2 because you really didn't need a higher level of speed because with it being plastic and not a painted surface, you don't want to cause additional marring or melting essentially of the plastic. That's why keeping the speed low and also moving the pad at a consistent rate helps minimize the potential. You can see here just after one pass with the compound how much of the haze we've removed with a single pass. So now we're going to do an additional pass on the rest of the cloudy area before we do a final pass on the entire headlight as a whole. Now on the internet, if you just search clear your headlights, you'll find many different ways and processes to do this. There's going to be quick fixes like, using toothpaste, WD-40, all of these different things, and those do work temporarily at a mild level. What they do is they kind of put a band-aid on it, but they don't last more than a week or two, sometimes maybe even a month if you're lucky. But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to, with this process, remove the scratches, remove that top coat, and then I'm going to be applying a clear coat finish to it to renew that top level surface. There's also films that you can apply as well, but for this job, I used a clear coat spray-on that you guys will see in a later step to protect the final coat, and then I also applied a ceramic coating as well. So there's different things that you can do and different processes you'll find. Some are better than others, some are also just different methodologies, and for me personally, this one works best for me. And if you want to take it to a next level, putting on a plastic 3M film or something like a clear bra is also a beneficial and a good way to do it. Now that we've done the major cutting, it is time to do the final polishing stage, and this will get rid of any of those micro tiny scratches, more like think of swirl marks on your paint, out of those headlights to make them shine and get them perfectly ready for the clear coat finish. Now all these products will be linked in the description box below, and to be honest, they're not very expensive when you think about the grand scheme of things and what you could also use these tools for. So if you're interested, I'll have them all down below, and make sure you guys check them out if you want to clean up your headlights as well. Now that the polishing is completely done, before I remove the tape, I'm actually just using glass cleaner that I use for my windows, which is ammonia free, to remove any remaining residue from the polishing compound and also any grease or oils that are on the surface. Now because we are spraying clear coat, I'm just using the painter's plastic and taping it down around the headlight and covering a decent amount of the hood, the front bumper, and the fenders, so that way there's no overspray that gets onto those surfaces as well. Now for the clear coat, I applied a total of 2 coats, and in between each one I actually used my heat gun to aid with the drying process. And you guys will see in this shot that for the clear coat I was about 4 to 5 feet away, and I was keeping it moving very, very quickly, and the main reason was to remove a lot of the humidity that was in the air and to help with the drying process between each coat. Now, following the instructions on my clear coat spray, it does say let it have about 24 hours to fully cure, and because of that, I actually had the customer bring back the car the next day to then polish the headlight clear coat. But I polished it with a final cutting compound lightly on the clear coat, and then I applied my final ceramic spray. Now, for all of you that are going to take on this job on your cars, make sure you just take your time. Don't be scared. It's a very straightforward process that if you follow the steps in my video, you guys can make your headlights look like brand new again, just like these before and after shots. So if you guys are new and you haven't subscribed, smash it down below. And I also want to let you know, the guys, that I'm doing a Labor Day special on foxclean.com, my detailing product company. And if you buy a set of detailing brushes, you get a gray and a blue microfiber towel to go with your package to get your car looking clean and brand new again. So make sure you guys head over to Fox Clean to take advantage of that Labor Day special, and I will see you guys in the next video.